Hello, hello. Good morning, fellow gardeners. This is Dee coming back at you with some more beginning gardening tips that will help you as far as starting to grow your fruit trees. Okay. Watch out for big box stores and nurseries in your area. The reason why I'm telling you to watch out for those is because they will sell you fruit trees regardless of whether they grow in your area or not. Okay? So basically, they're getting theirs either from Miami or wherever they're getting them from, and they'll go ahead and sell it to you. I'm in Orlando, 9B, okay? And right down the block from me at Walmart, I happened to went and brought a Bruce plum tree, okay? So I bought a Bruce plum tree because they sold it, and I figured, being a beginning fruit gardener, that, okay, it's right here, it can grow here. Well, I was wrong. I got the tree, I put it right here in this spot right here, and it grew beautifully, but we didn't get no fruits. So, not knowing anything about fruit gardening, we didn't realize that this Bruce plum tree needed 500 chill hours. So chill hours are the hours that's needed for these stone fruits to grow fruits. So the area I am in only gives you an average of about 150 chill hours. So I actually wasted my money growing that tree and had to uproot it and go hand it to another relative in a colder area that gets more chill hours. The same thing with my peach tree. Okay, just because it says Florida Queen, does that mean it can grow in your area if you don't get enough chill hours? So that tree grew beautifully also. And then I had to turn around and uproot that and get rid of that also because it looked beautiful, but it didn't produce not one fruit and one flower because we don't get enough chill hours where I'm at. Okay, this right here is a nectarine sun racer. Okay, so this nectarine sun racer actually needs 270 chill hours. The beautiful thing about it is, if it doesn't get enough chill hours, you will still get fruits, but they were peaches, which that's better than nothing. So I decided it's good to just go ahead and have that and just be happy with that. Okay. So another thing I wanted to bring to you is go into agroclimate.org, and that's agroclimate.org, right? Go ahead and put your zip code in there, and then go ahead and hit on what highlights up, and that will tell you the chill hours you need for your area, because different parts of Central Florida needs different chill hours, and they had that. So factor that in before you go in to get a fruit tree, okay? So that you're not wasting your time getting fruit trees that will never give you fruits. So that was one thing that was important. Also, remember that these fruit trees, a lot of them, especially the stone fruit and the persimmons, they go into dormancy, and you don't have to even be bothered with them. So that will probably help a lot of beginning fruit tree growers. So that's one part. Also, okay, for people that's going to grow fruit trees in containers, okay, make sure that the fruit trees you get will do good in containers. Like we got miracle fruit right here, and as you can see, it has all type of fruits on them. Okay, we have kumquats, nagami. Okay, you have certain fruits that will do very good in containers, and then you got fruits that will not do that good in containers. Not saying that you can't grow them, but you won't get the benefit of them, and that's when you come to these white mulberry, okay, and the Pakistani mulberry. Okay, so this tree is a baby, and it will not do good in a container. It will actually stunt its growth. Now you can still have a mulberry tree. You can have the ever-bearing mulberry. Okay, so that's something that you probably may want to think about also, being a beginning fruit tree gardener. Make sure when you get your trees that you're not getting trees that are you have to put more into them than what they're worth. And what I'm saying is you pay $55 for a tree, but you need all type of sprays and everything to keep it alive. You probably don't want to be bothered with that type of tree. So basically, you just want to, if you can have friends, you can get some cuttings. Also, another thing, depending on your patience, okay, you may want to start off with grafted or air layered trees other than trees from seeds. So what I'm saying by that is, it could be age is a factor. So if you get a seedling and it takes 15 years for that tree to grow some fruit, you'd probably rather just stick with a air layered or a grafted tree. Now, you got some trees like a jackfruit, if it grows in your area, that can grow from seed quickly. But you have other ones like avocados that you may have to wait 15 years for. So you probably want to get a grafted tree or get some trees from cuttings. So you definitely want to just factor that in, because you have, your age, you have jobs that you have to do, and you have other commitments that you may have, and you may not have all that time to put into your fruit trees. So I have a lot of fruit trees that are obviously in pots right here. Mango trees, and they're going to stay in pots because that's the only way I can protect them in my area, because we do get chill, right? And there's some that like this ice cream bean tree right here. Obviously, this is too vigorous for a pot, So, just be mindful of, if you're container gardening, the tree size that you can grow in the ground and what you can grow inside of a pot, and make sure you go to the flea markets and get these pots, okay? Because I'm telling you, they're pennies on the dollar. You can get big pots like this for like $7 to $8, where if you actually had to order a pot like that, it probably cost you $80. That's the difference. They have a couple of holes in them, but look how good this pot is right here. This one here is a 45-gallon right here. And this one right here was actually $10, okay? Look how good that is. Yes, it was used, but all of them wouldn't be used by the time you're ready. By the time you use them, basically. So, I just want you to think about just a couple more things that I wish I would have thought about before I started fruit tree growing. There's a lot of trees that I wouldn't have even wasted my time at in the beginning, because let me show you another one while we're at it. But basically, you don't want to be let down. So even though you see a lot of people buying sugar apple trees, which are, I'm quite sure, good trees because I have them, that wouldn't have been my first pick as a beginning gardener, because you actually want trees with that's going to grow fruit, right? So imagine if you're just starting your fruit tree garden and you get this sugar apple tree right here that I had, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sugar apple trees, and the only thing I got was that one fruit right there. So that wouldn't be too motivating for a beginning gardener. So you probably want to really think about what trees you're actually going to put in the ground and that is going to give you fruit. June plums, they'll give you fruit. They grow very vigorous. You also can eat the leaves too, just for you to know that. So, factor in your weather, factor in your time constraints, and just be realistic. And don't go overboard. We went overboard getting trees because we got so excited. And I wish we would have just took our time. This Logan did actually excellent. So yeah, I wish we really took our time. Also, if you want to get the star fruit tree, remember they do grow big and they grow vigorous and they constantly produce fruit. Let me just show you. These are the fruits that's on it already. And then you have flowers. Look at all those flowers that's already starting again. So when you get fruit trees like this will bring more excitement to you as far as growing. If you get one in the beginning, like a sugar apple, and you get one fruit on there, you may not, it may not motivate you as much, okay? So just bringing you that little bit of info. Hopefully you are enjoying your day. Have a blessed day. Enjoy. Goodbye.